All right. Well, it is that time. Things are a little bit crazy, but I think I have it somewhat correct on the viewing experience here. Hi, everybody. Good to see you all. Let me just do a quick camera adjustment here. And yeah, we're good. Hello. Welcome to our new save, which is me going to Brazil, going to my beloved Palmeiras, and trying to do something with this team. So we'll pin kind of the save information just in case other people want to figure out what we're doing. But yeah, the idea is fairly simple with it. We are going to just be playing for the next couple of years, season wise. Going to go for. Basically, we're trying to win 4 Libertadores titles to at least tie Club Atlético Independiente's record of 7. So to do the Sétima before, like Boca Juniors or anyone else does it. And ideally, if we can do it, try to win the FIFA Club World Cup. We are starting in the 2026 season though, so we gotta make sure that we get into the competition to begin with for the 2029 edition. So a lot of the team building and whatnot is gonna have to keep that in mind. Right now, we're just on the end of 2025 season and advancing through the course in the next couple of days. Just so that way we can get into the training camp portion and then start the Campeonato Paulista side of things, which we've got the games already in place for that. I already know all this stuff. So Joaquim Piqueires is officially in, because he's Uruguayan originally. So the fact he's got Brazilian citizenship, that it helps us with registration stuff. So dope. All right, the Brasileirão, we're aiming to win the title. Aim to win the Copa Libertadores. That's simple enough. They're encouraged, which is good. And we're going to keep it in euros for the monetary value of stuff as well. Just be neutral, more European friendly oriented in terms of values. But finances wise, we're not in the worst of places. Seems pretty decent at 11 million with the amount of money that the club spent over the past couple of years. But ideally, we'll see what we can do. I did disable the transfer window for the first year, so we're going to stick with what we have for this initial portion and then move on to make moves at a later point. And then Gustavo Gomes and Flaco Lopez have also become Brazilian citizens, so that's great. I'm actually going to make this easier on me. Just because, like, his full name is Jose Manuel Lopez, but he's nicknamed Flaco Lopez, so this is just me making it easier on myself whenever I'm reading it, not confusing you guys with that stuff. Hey Liam, good to see you. Hopefully all is well there over on YouTube land. We are multi-streaming this one between Twitch and YouTube, so... Okay, and it seems the Stream Elements multi-chat is actually working this time, so I can see everybody. Fantastic. see here. Alright, so training camp, not a whole lot going on. I don't think we can even schedule friendlies per se, just given the schedule, like the conjunction. Just given the craziness of the training schedule, which I was adjusting like pre-stream. Then again, our first game is against Bragantino on the 11th. I could probably schedule something for the 3rd. Yeah, not sure what's happening there. Maybe we have to advance into the year, into 2026 for the schedule to start appearing. Let's see here. So, report Indigas Ferreira. Loan deals that are set to expire, right? Yes, I'm trying to remember. With the first transfer window open, I keep forgetting if it's for the whole year or if it's just that initial, like, winter, or I guess, like, spring into summer situation here. Either way, we'll roll with it. Not a big deal. Yes, indeed, Tubby. That was my club. It's been my club, basically, since I was a kid. It's good to see you all here. How are you? Okay, so... No, it doesn't change anything. Like, it's a rival club. People can root for whoever they root for. It's just one of those situations which, when we're playing them, then yeah, we've got beef for a couple of hours, and then after that, it's all good. It's football at the end of the day. Like, so I'm assuming you're keeping up with the Intercontinental Cup game that's happening between them and Paris Saint-Germain in a little bit here today, Toby? There we go. Gotcha, PS20. Yeah, that makes sense. Fair enough. Alright, so, with us rolling towards the start of the transfer window and the like here, Paulinho's back finally, fully up to training. Lucas Evangelista as well. Those were injuries from the, yeah, basically at the 2025 season portion. What is our goalie situation outside? Because we got Weverton, we got Carlos Miguel already. We don't need Marcelo Lomba. We'll just release him. He was like a third option at the club for eons. I'll delay on Vitinho. I do want to keep Gustavo Gomez around, so... But that can wait a little bit. We'll delay on Lucas Evangelista as well. And Weverton as well. So guys have come back from loan. Got him back to Europe eventually. PSG, nice. Yeah, he kind of screwed the pooch in real life on his side of the spectrum as he ended up kind of missing a key penalty kick for Cruzeiro in the second leg of the Copa do Brasil semifinals against Corinthians. So that kind of took him out of that competition over the course of the weekend. Okay, so... Right, all the release clauses on players that we have. Which is definitely a good amount. My question is whether I can start registering players for the Paulista at this point, because I do need to bring in a couple of people into it. Okay, that's the Libertadores. Okay, reopens in 3 days. Cool. Started the transfer window, which we're not really going to be doing much with it, just because I don't think we can, really, so... We'll set these in for now. Okay, there we go. The fixtures are in. Officially. See if we can schedule a friendly against some Caetano here today. Perfect. It'll change the training schedule a little bit, but not by a crazy amount. Yeah, they did. It was a very... I managed to catch that game completely and just... it was fun. It was a fun watch. Just crazy times. The icicle bicycle. What a time. Yeah, and again, I was kind of just keeping up in the background with the CPL as it was happening, and then the game was, on the weekend, so I'm just like, yeah, sure, I'll tune in, see what happens with it, and it was a fun watch. That tends to be my general consensus as well. Like, I'll start following them a little more closely at that point just to see what's kind of happening with it. Right, and we are playing kind of a 4-2-4 system to start the season with and just checking out how we do with it. This is just a friendly, so we're just gonna quickly play through it. It's weird though, because I did find a stream for it, but that is crazy that it's not televised. Okay, that was a kind of a mercy killing to an extent as Son Caetano. Hopefully we made them some money by going away for that friendly. Because, woof, we kind of just whooped them accordingly here. Okay, Polystone windows open. Perfect. U21 doesn't need to be registered. Gilberto really isn't. I mean, sure, we'll take him on too. Guys on the fringes. Kyle gives us a little more coverage though in case of injury, so I'll pick him. Other than that, yeah, of course, yeah, yeah. But it is kind of crazy that a league based in Canada for soccer, even though there's more sports obviously in Canada that are covered as well, that they don't have a TV deal for them. But alas, sometimes it's right. So Red Bull Bragantino are going to be our first opponents of the Campeonato Paulista portion. So busy schedule ahead of us here for this. Emiliano Martinez injured 2 to 4 weeks with a strained Achilles. Not ideal, but it's only strained rather than like torn. So I'll take the positive in that. One sec here. Let me just adjust the mic a little bit. Lower the gain a little bit on it as well. That way it's not popping out as crazy. Luis Guilherme, close to triggering a transfer clause. And that's a credit to the PWHL for figuring out a TV deal on their side of the spectrum. Because, yeah. Yeah. We can do that. All right, so first game of the season officially upon us. The Brazilian schedule doesn't really allow us like a full preseason deal, so we're going to be rotating a lot of these Campeonato Paulista games to really get guys sharpened and ready to go. But hey, in the meantime, for those who are not as familiar with the Brazilian side of the league and the systems and the like, I'll be happy to kind of introduce you to that a little bit through playing these games. My first official match here, Red Bull Bragantino lining up in a 4-2-3-1. Palmeiras in a 4-2-4. We've just kind of gotten started here. And here we go. Super early on here. Gustavo Gomes, Murilo, over to Piqueires. Has some time to work with the ball here. Running it down the left-hand side, crosses it. Mauricio goes overhead. Let's switch to the more okay. Lots of chances so far for us here. Super early on. Let me just do one quick thing here. Okay, this isn't too bad. I can still kind of see the pitch as needed and see the refs and stuff. Felipe Anderson. Oh, what a pass here. Flaco Lopes. He's offside, unfortunately. Good chance, but just not quite what we were looking for here. Matheus Hernandes. Great save there from Carlos Miguel. Would have been annoying if their first shot on goal was like legitimately a 1-0 situation. Piqueires. Flaco Lopes. Over to Murilo. Aníbal Moreno. Mauricio. Agustin Giai. Oh, what a pass there. Finds Mauricio. Vitor Roque. Mauricio. Goal home situation there. pop it in accordingly each time that it happens. Great goal there from Mauricio. Vitor Hockey technically should have gotten the assist on that, but alas. Very good first goal to start us off. We definitely have been more dominant overall in terms of possession, shots, etc., but let's just keep going. Okay. Bit of back and forth here. Van der Lun now. Vinicinho. He's offside. Gotta be. Yeah. Like I saw that from a mile away here. You cannot fool me. Probably some substitutions here in a little bit. Gustavo Gomes, Andreas Pereira, Flaco Lopes, over to Moreno. Pereira, Piqueires. Oh, what a pass, Flaco! That should have been a goal. All right. Get Paulinho in. Kelvin. And then Allen. Tough defense from Bragantino, to be honest with you, the way they've kind of just kept us off the board. My only hope is that it's not one of these counterattack situations where they score a goal here late and tie it because they're at home. Okay, good pinch from Kelvin. Mauricio. Flaco. There we go. There's the dagger. There we go, reverse the camera so that way it's the audience side this way rather than the managerial bench situation. Cool. But yeah, good work from Flaco, basically just fighting off the goalie, trying to kick that away, and then just an easy second goal to grab. Yep, good debut to the season. We need more center backs. I think you can always call up somebody from the youth teams as well to help with some of that depth, but I think grabbing somebody consistent would be nice. And right, let me not. Staff. There we go. Responsibilities. Kind of just leave the staff contracting situation over to the GMs and like the pad management side of the spectrum. Like, I don't need to be doing all that. Though if we do need a head scout, then yeah, I should go grab one. Chief scout, yeah, we need a chief scout. Cool, that's fine with me. It's an English chief scout, but we can make him learn the language. It's fine. And a head performance analyst. Yeah, it feels like we kind of need that. Cool. Those two hires are at least done on my side. Then we got Noroeste next, so they're in Serie D at the moment, so definitely at a lower level than we are. So rotation here is ideal because we got São Paulo after that for the Shocky Hay for one of our three main derbies each year. So Just offer trials for center backs at this point. Why the hell not? I don't think it's going to result into anything worthwhile, but hey. Yeah, at least it gives us some player knowledge. So, Northwest here coming up. Let's save. Okay, let's get started. And we are at home for this one at Allianz Parque, so for all intents and purposes, it's a game we should be winning. But you never know in this fucking sport. Okay, Calvin on the corner. Lucas Evangelista just strikes the post on that header. Almost. Kelvin on the corner. Comes out to nothing. Caio picks it up. Alan. Lucas Evangelista. Shot goes wide. Goal kick here. Jefferson Romário for Noroeste. Sends it out to Barbosa de Almeida. Carlinhos, Pedro Felipe. Caio with the interception. Goes to Ramon Sosa. Paulinho does get there. Kelvin, Lucas Evangelista, and that's saved. Lookman, hello, hello. Where's my boy? Which boy? Who's the boy? Rafael Veiga on the corner, nothing. Caio, Gustavo Gomes with the shot from distance, and that goes wide. Oh, Vitor Hockey? Yeah, he's here. Today... Yeah, he's with Paulinho up front. Chiquinho, he's here. Oh, speak of the devil, he's appearing right there. Caimancha. Is he not offside on that? Wow. Okay, that's gonna count. That's a bad goal to concede on a counterattack here. Sosa. Rafael Veiga. Shot right at Jefferson Romário. I know we rotated the players for this game, but everybody's just kind of missing their assignments here. It's a little bit crazy. Here's what I'm going to do. Have them drop off a little bit more. Stop crosses. Actually, yeah, let's do that. There we go. Kelvin. Lucas Evangelista. Kelvin. Vitor Hockey tries to rise up to that. Couldn't quite get to it, but Mikael there to pick it up. Lucas Evangelista. Paulinho. And Ramon Sosa. There we go. There's one back. Took them a little bit longer than I would have liked to get something back, but they did. There we go. Ramon Sosa with the recovery here. Caio. Lucas Evangelista. Alan. Almost lost control of that, but decided to dribble himself. Vitor Hockey. There he is. Tigrinho. Solta a carta, meu filho. Solta a carta. Great play from Alan here on that. And Vitor Hockey timed the run perfectly as well. Right? Vamos, indeed. Right, and we turned it around. So, like, this is a game we should be winning for all intents and purposes, but it's always nice to see the team scoring said goals to win. Because Evangelista, okay, Vitor Hockey does manage to get to it. The defenders back off him a little bit. Goes to Alan, Rafael Veiga. Paulinho's shot gets blocked. Veiga, shot gets blocked again. Ooh. I'm not sure. PS 2020. I wonder if that's a option. I think PS4 is the platform for like Xbox One, PS4, that generation of games. But I think with the PS5, so long as it's got the, I guess their emulator feature, whatever it is, it might work. I haven't had a PlayStation console in a while, so I can't tell you for sure. The last one I had was a PS3 eons back. Okay, Paulinho here. Has it. Rafael Veiga's shot gets blocked again. The defense has got to do better here. They're just getting beaten to the punch on these counterattacks, and then Weverton isn't doing much himself either. That's annoying. Lucas Evangelista, Veiga, Sosa, Alan, corner kick, okay. Oh! Shot hits the post. Shit. Caio. Rafael Veiga. Okay, Lucas Evangelista. Alan. The passing has to be better than that. It just has to be. Hikelme Felipe, I would say, Tubby, is probably one of the prospects I'm looking forward to seeing. Hopefully seeing a little bit more out of this next year. Before we inevitably, like, sell him, most likely. Oh, this is, I found a bunch of like league mods, so we've officially jumped into the 2026 season. Sosa, let's go. Yeah, so we're basically treating the 2025 season the way it was in real life, where Palmeiras didn't win anything, and then trying to build the club through that now. Okay, Ramon Sosa there with his brace. I mean, that was kind of a rare class in and of itself there, but I think Hikami Felipe will be fine. He'll be kind of similar to what Luis Guilherme was for us as well. Oof, wow. Their goalie has been legitimately, like, the best player of the entire game with the way he's been saving a couple of these chances. Another corner kick here. Right, Vega, Gomez. Vega back to Gomez, Lucas Angelista, Gomez again. Hits the post. Oh. Yeah, Kaiki as well, but he's elsewhere now. We had Kevin as well, and he went to Shakhtar a little while back. GI, Lucas Evangelista. Right? GI, Vitor Roque. To Jeffite. Oh, again goes for another corner kick. All right, Muriel with the takeaway here. Has the ball. Crosses it out to Jeffite. Was not really in my plans outside of being a backup, but sometimes, you know, backups are fine, especially at this competition where we need to rotate a little bit more. Vitor Roque, Paulinho. That was gorgeous. Okay. Kaiki went to Saudi. Oh, wow. I thought it was still in Europe for some reason. That's okay. But great cross from Jeffite. Vitor Roque there. Great patience, and then just finds Paulinho streaking across. Easy tap-in at that point. Murilo, Jeffite. Now to Murilo again. Rafael Veiga. Alan. Lucas Evangelista. GI. Right, Alan. Veiga, shot gets blocked. Vega's had like 5 shots blocked. It's kind of nutty in a way. Corner here, Ramon Sosa. Nothing's come off it. GI, Jeffite, Sosa. Goes for broke here, and nothing. I'm gonna have... Let's see here, what can I do? Combined... Vega's like on his last legs here at this point. He's going to be out of position for a little bit, but Felipe Anderson should do just fine here. And then Benedetti can come in for Gomez for the last couple minutes. Yeah, there's a couple of different spellings and all, Tubby. Like Kaiki with the Y is at Bahia right now. And then the one with IKY is over at Al Ali, well, which is over at UAE, I believe. Mm-hmm. Well, that said, game started a little bit scary for us, initially conceding a couple of goals on counterattacks, but we bounced back well. Solid 4-2 win. Yeah, Navis is the one that is loaned out to Alverca from Palmeiras. Actually, let me take a look at our reserve roster here. So Benedetti definitely needs a little more playing time for sure, since our center back depth needs that, and then Guilherme Lira as well. Robson as well as another one. Then Luigi and Hikami Felipe. Well, yeah, big derby time. We've got São Paulo coming through, so let's see. So they're lining up at a 3-4-1-2. And players wise, okay, Lucas Moura's still there at the moment, okay. And Oscar technically hasn't, he didn't have his real life issues. I guess so FM didn't update him to being retired at this point, so he's still there as an option too for them. Just low North America. Are you just going to try to find every league possible in North America to play Tubby, or just specific countries for it? Out of curiosity. Okay, got a bow. Okay, Common Libertadores group stage drawn. So we have Liga de Quito, Peñarol, and Talleres in our group. That's actually a fairly tough group. Not gonna lie. We should do okay in it, I think, but that's, yeah, that's tough. Let's see here. Alright, so yeah, a bunch of questions, blah 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 blah. Let's keep going. We don't have time for many of these. We have games to get into it. Oh, Copa Libertadores draw. Don't ask me about Flamengo's group. I'm not here to talk about Flamengo. I'll worry about them once we get to the Campeonato Brasileiro. Yeah, the first window's off. I just did that because I want time to actually evaluate the roster we have here before starting to make moves left and right, but here. Oh, thought I had things advanced. I guess just because it's in game day, it's waiting for me to actually press the button. Sorry about that. Press their wingbacks and just kind of apply pressure to the middle of the field in particular. I think what I'm trying to do. Let's see. Can I? It's a little disheveled, but I think this should be fine here. Let's save. Sorry, just got an email here real quick. I needed to look into. All right, let's go to the match. All right, it's our starters and all. Let's see how we do. All right, it's time. We're at home. These are the games we need to win. Okay. Okay, corner kick here. Andres Bejeda sends it out. Oh my god, we hit the post on that. Ah, man. Mauricio Flacco gets fouled. That doesn't get called, but we're still keeping moving. Paulinho. Patrick Lanza gets it out. Gi, Mauricio. Deadman, hello, good to see ya. Piqueires, thank you for lurking. Flacco Lopez. Let's go. Great assist there from Piqueires. Incredible. Piqueires here on the throw-in. Bit of confusion in the box, and Paul manages to clear it. Gomez is there for the recovery. Gi with some space to work with. Agustin Gi goes low on the cross, and Flacco Lopez again. The ball goes through a couple of bodies, but we still manage to get it on Flacco Lopez's foot. And the Argentinian has got grace. Oh, it got deflected off a São Paulo player on top of it. Okay. That explains how the course of that redirected as much as it did. But yeah, Shockey Hay Derby, and we're up 2-0 already. You love to see it. Everton, Piqueires. Flacco goes to Paulinho. Paulinho has a chance. Vitor Roque. And the offense is cooking in a big derby. That's what it's all about, baby. This is what it's all about. Incredible work from Paulinho, working that down the left-hand side here. Cuts in, finds the pass of Vitor Roque there to just swiftly kick that one in. The bowling has picked up a knock. It's the damn ankle again. All right. Felipe Anderson. For now, we should be fine. Patrick Lanza Going to Franco. Marcos Antonio. Rafael Toloi. Over Suarez. Lucas Moura has it. Cuts in. Marcos Antonio with a shot from distance, and Weverton parries it out for a corner. Corner kick here, Patrick Lanza. Sends it out, and the header hits the post. Oscar with the shot from distance, blocked. That gets cleared out. Suarez is there to pick it up for São Paulo. Sends it long distance again. Murillo with the clearance. Back to Suarez. São Paulo still has a chance here. Giai with a really questionable header here to deflect that for a corner kick. São Paulo has another chance here to do something. Patrick Lanza again on the corner. Near post. And there's the clearance here. But they still have it. Vitor Roque with the long pass. Felipe Anderson. Flaco. And it's Flaco Lopez with a hat trick. My God, what a game from the Argentinian. Looking like that Brian Gabriel Batistuta here. Just incredible work from him throughout this whole thing. And the highlight's still going. What is going on here? We're not in dynamic, are we? No, we're not. We're just in key highlights. Murilo Piqueires, Felipe Anderson, Vitor Roque, Moreno, Mauricio, Vitor Roque, back to Mauricio, who takes the shot, and Rafael saves that. Massive save from him to do so. Despejeda, Piqueires, Flaco. Crosses it. Patrick Lanza there to deflect that out of Mauricio's header reach. Giai sends it out into the box himself, and Flaco almost gets his fourth. Rafael with a save here. Alright, 65th. We can make some subs. Move Felipe Mauricio to the right. We'll get Luigi involved. Flaco already has 3 goals. I don't want to risk him, so we'll do this. Luigi can come in, and then we'll have I guess we'll give Facundo Torres some playing time. Sure. I guess that's fine. Benedetti in for Gomez. Again, just keeping certain players fresh for future games and trying not to like overwork people. We do need to do rotations. Andreas Pereira, Facundo. Oh. And I guess, yeah, Facundo comes in and immediately gets a chance to take a penalty kick. Putting Facundo Torres in was a terrible idea, and I blame myself entirely for that. He will be out of in this upcoming window if I can help it. In the next window, in the window that's open for me to actually make moves, because yeah, it's just not happening. That should have been 5-0. I should have looked at like the penalty takers we had and put Vitor Roque in to take that himself in that situation, but alas, you live and you learn. Piqueires. Moreno. Anibal Moreno. And Victor Hockey almost gets it on the rebound. Just deflection and a save from the keeper to, like, keep that out. Piqueires. Pereira. Benedetti. Gi. Felipe Anderson. Oh. Yeah, incredible win against the rival team. The Shockey Derby is done, and Palmeiras beat São Paulo dominantly 4-0. Flaco Lopes picking up a hat trick. Vitor Hockey picking up a goal and an assist. You do love to see it. We are rotating for this next game, so Carlos Miguel will get a start on goal for this next one. Kelvin, I think for this one I'll actually have Benedetti get the start. Since it's Agua Santa, we can afford it. Jeffita can start for this one. Lucas Evangelista and Rafael Veiga. Then I'll have Riquelme Felipe get a start. Luigi, give the young guns bit of a shot. Actually, let's do this. Yeah, Alan, Riquelme Felipe, Luigi up front, Felipe Anderson helping him out. Actually, yeah, let's do that. So Paulinho's injury, just a bruised ankle, thankfully. So nothing too major. But we'll let him kind of sit out this next one just to be fully back to health for the Corinthians game. And Murilo's out for 3 to 4 weeks with a sprained knee ligament. Well, that's our center back depth immediately thrown into hell. Emiliano, yeah, coming back in another 2 weeks here. Right, let's save and then next game. Right. Definitely a lot of sharpness that needs to be acquired, but these are the sorts of games we've got to do it on against the Serie D, like lower Campeonato Paulista sides. So it could cost us, I'm not going to lie, but hey. And we are at Aguasanta's ground for this one too, so should be a challenge in its own right due to that. So there are three rivals that we have. São Paulo Futebol Clube, who we just played, which is the Shocky Hay Derby, or Clássicos as we call them. We have Corinthians, who's I would say is our biggest rival. That's the Derby Paulista. And then we have Santos as the third rival in this case. Good save from Carl. And that's the Clássico da Saudade. So the Nostalgia Derby, as it would be translated wise. Okay, good header there from Mikael. Alan. He killed me, Felipe. Youngster getting a little bit of playing time, and Luigi. There we go. Not sure why he killed me, didn't pick up the assist on that one, but that's still a goal from one of our youngsters. So. Great work there from Mikael Felipe, just recovering it. Cutting it, keeping it on the line, crossing it low, and then, yeah, I guess because it deflected off the player's foot, they're not counting that as a goal, but as an assist for Riquelme Felipe, but it should. But that's just me. Alright, so G is there on the goal kick for them. Yeah, he's one of the like better youngsters that we have right now. Like Alan, Luigi, they're all part of this current crop of guys that can easily break out into the first team, and Riquelme Felipe I think is the best out of that current bunch right now. But they're all pretty solid. Like they can do a job in the Brazilian league. Great goal from him here. Yeah, we're gonna get used to this new goal here. Great pass from Luigi on that one. Great patience, and Riquelme Felipe capitalizes on it. Oh yeah, he is. Yeah, he's scored like 20 plus goals over the course of the year since he got here. A lot of them happened after the Club World Cup situation, as Abel changed his system to have him and Flaco Lopez as a striker duo up top, and they've complemented each other really, really well in it. Foster clubs of that style culture, gotcha. Should make for an interesting challenge, especially if you're doing it within North America and just staying within that as a whole. Vega, Benedacci, Jafite. Huh. Jafite scoring goals all of a sudden, too. Let's go. I like it. Right, where you have a specific club identity and then having to go on it. Makes sense. Okay, corner kick here. Kelvin sends it to the near post. Nothing there. But he recovers it himself. And that's another corner kick. Let's do this, actually. We'll go to the dynamic sideline angle. Cardiff at Uni intrigues you. Kelvin. Benedacci hits the post. Oh, and that goes out. Solid game on the road. 3-0 win. Lovely. Hey, JFJ. We haven't, we're not too far into it. We're only 4 games in now into the Campeonato Paulista, but we're doing well so far with Palmeiras. So, but the big game is coming up now as we've got Corinthians on the horizon for us here. For Saturday, yeah, that's fine. Because that's in March. That's for setting up the Campeonato Brasileiro games. So, but yeah, the coaching staff is getting hired by the CPU, by the director of football, GM. Actually, speaking of, I do want to see something with the staff. João Paulo Sampaio, for context, the reason why we managed to get Endrick and Stevon in our academy in sort of just the recruitment approach that we've had over the past couple of years and why we've been able to make so much money, this guy is the reason. He is one of the primary reasons as to why we've been enjoying the level of success that we have. And I know he signed until 2020-29, but I want to go for longer, contract-wise. Like, please stay with us for the next 5 years. Pix, hello, hello. Thank you. As you can see, good old mid-1990s there. And we are also rocking Palmeiras in the save as well, too. So... no, I wouldn't call us a stepping stone club at all by any stretch of the imagination. Like within Brazil, we're one of the elites. So I guess if people want to go to Europe, maybe you can make that argument, but I wouldn't go that far, personally. Yeah, in general, like, if you're talking compared to, like, going to Europe, then sure, I guess that argument can be made, but alas. Let's see, what was I supposed to look? Because last I saw, PSG had scored on Flamengo, but I guess they called that goal back earlier. It's 1-1 now, okay? Just... all right. Bix, I'm excited to see you take on that next year, however that ends up happening for you, like whichever team you end up going with. Because it'll be interesting to see your take on it, like as someone who is South American, but also just who hasn't, like, managed there before. Chapeco, good call. Solid call. Yeah. Epic. So it'll be exciting just to see you take on that when next year's edition of the game comes out. I will say at the very least, once the update this week that they launched, now officially after getting out of the beta with it, it's been nice. The overlay now for the match looks much better with it. I think by like March or April, once they have like the module for the FIFA World Cup stuff in, the game will probably be looking how we would have hoped it looked from day one. But yeah, it's just I'd say it's more like stepping stone wise, more so like a club in the middle tiers of any particular league. Middle to lower tiers in that situation. But then again, that's also like in comparison to like the league in question. As Pix and I were saying, if you're saying that a player wants to go to Europe, then yeah, any South American club is counted as a stepping stone club in that situation, no matter how big they are. Right, in the meantime, let's get to work here. Right, and we are at Neoquímica Arena. Neoquímica Arena. So at Corinthians' turf for this one. Yeah, right. Whenever they won like the minimum release clause situation. Right, corner kick here, Mauricio. Near post, Flaco Lopes. There we go. Beautiful set piece there. Mauricio sends it out. Flaco Lopes rises above everybody in the near post and just gets that to go in. And we start the derby early. Oh. Yeah, Lookman, I was looking at it just now with the rest. Initially, I saw it was 1-1 Flamengo PSG. Interesting. Hugo Souza send that out into somebody injured? I guess not. Interesting. Gomes, Andreas Pereira, Gi, Mauricio has it. Sends it out, Gi again. Agustin Gi. Oh my. 5 minutes in and we're up 2-0 with Corinthians. Oh, this is wonderful. This is the kind of shit I dream of in real life. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Yo. Oh, hold on here. Let me just check one quick thing. So tactical. I downloaded the camera mod, so I'm kind of working with it to see sort of a good view for me to still see the pitch and see like the refs raising their flags, but also give you guys something that doesn't look like just stick figures running around situation-wise. Yeah, for sure. Like the AFCON teams are gonna be like in good form and like like also tactically speaking as well, more familiar with what they're running as well for their games, much better than some of the other international clubs out there. Right, Mauricio sends it again. Can't quite find a marker this time on this quarter, but Ramon Sosa's there for the recovery, and that just sails out wide, unfortunately. Andreas Pereira on the corner. Doesn't quite find a marker this time. Vitor Roque recovers it. Goes to Andreas Pereira on the left-hand side. Pick it is. Was on a yellow. Mikael. Gi. Moreno. That's a penalty. That's a penalidade máxima. Puta que pariu. Right, we're sending Vitor Roque to take this one. Yeah, I'm trying to work in, give Luigi, Alan, and Hikami Felipe a little more time, and then Benedetti as well on the center back side of things. Right, Vitor Roque. There it is. 3-0. Santa carta. Beautiful. Yeah, this is the Campeonato Paulista that we're going through right now. So we're just starting the year. No, we're still in the league right now. This is like the 5th game of the league. Yeah, we're still in January, so we got a ways to go. But the fact that we're being this dominant in a derby this early on, yeah, exactly. Smacking Corinthians around is always something that'll make me happy. Peek it is. Mauricio. Ooh, what a save from Hugo Souza. Okay, Vitor Roque, Giai, Gomes, Andreas Pereira, Mauricio, Flaco Lopes, Sousa, Mauricio. Oh, what a pass there, Giai. You had a pass, a cross pass in the center. How did that not go in? It hit two different posts and it didn't go in. Damn, that's crazy. Well, anyway. Andreas Pereira. Piqueires. Sousa. Back to Piqueires. To Sousa again. Ramon Sousa. Running it down the left-hand side here. Looks for the shot himself in. Hugo Sousa with the save. Ramon hasn't really... He's been okay, but we can use something a little bit more. We'll get Paulinho involved. Piqueires is on a yellow, so I do want to be a little bit careful with that. Jeffite can come in. Gustavo Gomes is also on a yellow, so unfortunately I don't think I brought Benedetti for this one. So yeah, I need to be a little more careful with these selections actually. Okay, corner. Okay, broadcast. All right, so Gomes, Anibal, Giai, Anibal Moreno, Giai, Vitor Roque, back to Giai, Andreas Pereira. Anibal Moreno tries to shot himself, and Hugo Sousa with another big save here for the Corinthians. Okay, Anibal is like on his... He's been doing well, but he is on his last legs right now, so I'm going to get Lucas Evangelista in. For Andreas, we'll have Rafael Veiga step in. And Kelvin come in. Just fill in for the next 10 minutes as a center back. I know he's not familiar with the role, but kind of have to, given my own hubris on team selection, but there we go. Solid win here. Keeps us going on the table. So that's ooh, Benny. There he is. Thank you again for resubscribing on your side of things. 18 months, man. That's pretty crazy. My club don't even have a title period. I mean, yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Betty. But yeah, great win for us here. So stages-wise, in the overall league table, we are leading it. In our group, we're far, far ahead of pretty much everybody else right now. So we should be good for putting ourselves in a position to go into the quarterfinals of the Paulista that way. But we're definitely rotating a little bit more here for the Portuguesa game. It's because we got Santos over the weekend, and that's going to be like a big derby matchup I want to make sure we're ready for. No, I found a database that somebody else. I need to get his name, but I did find it on FM Scout, in which he did all the World Leagues and kind of updated everything. So this is the most up-to-date humanly possible. Benny, that is completely understandable. Like, at some point, it's all well and good if you're making deals and, like, getting money into your club for them, but, like, that doesn't really count for much if you're not actually making good on that money and investing it into your club being better. Navi's is unregistered. That explains why. I think I probably need to promote him. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, he's also injured. That explains why he's not showing up on the lineup choices. Okay, yeah, full rotation here. But he can be Felipe coming in for this one. Luigi, Facundo, and Alan. Okay, opposition instructions. Yeah, no worries at all, Penny. Yeah, I'm doing good, man. It'll be interesting actually doing an FM save with a team that I know well, that I'm not like getting to know over the course of like the first season. Like, this is a team that I am familiar with for the better or for the worst. So, but yeah, we got some lofty goals for the save. We do want to be like the club that manages to tie things up with Atlético Independiente in terms of how many Copa Libertadores they've got at 7, and then try to win the Club World Cup. So, you know, we might be here. We might be here a while. We might be here a while. Especially with the Brazilian schedule. So, hey Dan, good to see you. Hello, hello. But what I'm going to do before this next game against Portuguesa, I do need to grab like some snacks just so I have something to munch on as we're going through stream here. I'm going to put us on an ad break as well. So we'll be on the ads during the BRB screen. So if you all need to step out for a second, feel free to do so as well. Don't worry. And no, Dan, I'm too far away from any of them location-wise to begin with, and I'm not paying those prices for tickets either. So, but yeah, I'll catch you all in about 5 to 6 minutes. I'll be back. So. Alright, sorry about that. Back now. Just had to get some good old charcuterie type of stuff since we have a bunch of like pepperoni and salami stuff over in the fridge. So this will make for like a proper snacking situation until lunch later on. So don't mind me. Right. There we go. Oh, Gustavo Gomez on the bench just in case we need to do substitution related stuff, and he is the captain, so. Because can stay on the bench, that's fine. New Caledonia and DR Congo if they won. Yeah. And again, I think DR Congo are the favorites out of that whole chain. Oh yeah, picks. It'll be incredible. Hopefully you'll pick up the information on that. You'll be able to pick up those tickets on that. They won't. If their depth is only one player, that's not going to do a whole lot. I like Scotland just fine for who they are, but I think that group is Morocco and Brazil's to lose out in first and second place. If Scotland gets in as a third place finish into the round of 32, good for them. But Alright, game start against Portuguesa here at Allianz Parque. Vega on the corner. Riquelme Felipe on the pickup. Shot gets blocked. Heracles. Thankfully, they screw up the counter. Caio. Back over to Mikael. Lucas Evangelista, good pass there. Rafael Veiga. Alan. The fact I thought that was a goal for a second there. Fooled by the netting. Riquelme Felipe. Caio Evangelista. From distancing doesn't quite have the marker. Bad response defensively from us on that one. I know this is a rotated side, but come on. Can't be giving these sorts of defensive can't be having these sorts of defensive farts. Great save from Carlos Miguel on that one, but yeah, they're reading us for filth. Cool, let's go with that. We'll bring in a couple of the starters if things don't get better by like the 55th minute. defense. Courage. Ooh. Got 5 weeks of PTO, Benny. That's, are you thinking some World Cup adventuring? Not a bad call at all. There we go. Victor Hockey. Turns it around immediately after coming in. Oh, we need a real passes now. Terrible turnover on defense here. All right, and we're chasing the game again. Oh, hello, MSA. Yeah, tactic-wise, I'm playing a 4-2-2 over on the YouTube side as well. People are talking, so hello, hello. Good to see you all. Really strange, like the multi-chat all of a sudden is not showing the YouTube chats, even though it was doing that earlier. It's... Or maybe I just missed them completely as Twitch was popping off too. Apologies on that, everybody. But FM26-wise impressions, they've been, you know, rough first month, of course. But I've been okay with it. I've been having fun with it, finding ways of having fun with the game as a whole, and just kind of taking it as it goes. All right. Okay, corner kick here, Calvin. Can I find a marker? Paulinho recovers it. Oh, hits the post. Ah, the puns. I understand, but woof. All right, corner. I think this is FM's way of telling me I've been on too big of a winning streak and we need to lose. Alas. Or not. Good goal from Paulinho there. Peek it is. Luigi. Oh my. The turnaround. The turnaround. Out of nowhere, Luigi, who has not been having the best game, finds the game winner. Sometimes you just got to give the kids a chance. Or, wait, did he get that get called offside? Oh, Paulinho's goal got called back. Brutal. Well, we drew. So, you know what? I'm okay with that. A point is a point. But overall, we should have won. Should have been a win, but I will take the draw. But, yeah, we'll get all the starters back into the fold here for the next one. The Shadow World. So Murillo's out for the next 3 weeks. Emiliano's just coming back. What I think as a prospect needs to be registered. Gilberto needs the playing time. Oh, because Navi's is out on loan. That explains that. Can we call him back? Shit, we can't recall him from loan. That's a shame. We don't even need to change anything with the registration side of things, actually, so we're fine. Yes, hello, Mad. Good to see ya. Yeah, this is, it's not the Roberto Carlos one, it's number 8 for, Palmeiras. I need to look at their 94 roster and see who was wearing it at the time. I want to say, yeah, it was the 93-94 side of the spectrum there. I'm going to say it was Murillo, but we'll double check here. Yeah. Oh, right. Also, the fun thing about Wikipedia pages is when you look at stuff, if you're looking at stuff that's sports related to a specific country, always go into that country's like native languages Wikipedia instead, because you'll find way more details about it than you would in the English version. Unless, of course, it's like American related stuff. And we've got Santos next, so that's our third derby in a row over the course of the weekend. We've beaten São Paulo and Corinthians already in our derby encounter, so we're hoping to do the same against Santos, who does have Neymar there at the moment, so... Okay, Mazinho. That's who it was for the number 8 shirt, which you can kind of see here, I think. I can't see the back camera, so apologies, but yeah. MSA, I'm about 2 episodes behind on Cinderella Grey, but I am planning on catching up later tonight once I'm doing my dailies for Uma Musume and then running my Libra Cup final as well. And yeah, Oscar retiring, I did hear about after what happened with his with his health situation. Like, it made complete sense as to why he would call it a career at that point. I'm gonna see if I'm awake for Dia de Makinen. I'll probably watch it. Probably tune into like Red News stream and watch it along with the rest of their chat, like I did with the Le Arc race that happened a couple weeks ago in the Japan Cup as well. Okay, so... Yeah, Paulinho I'm fine with, Mauricio as well. Yeah, I have to look at the contestants for it as well, because I might just throw in like $1 on like a 3-place type of bet for the race itself, just for shits and giggles. See what happens. It's yep. Let's... Oh. Don't need to be wasting time here. So monthly financials, okay, pretty good place here. We did disable the transfer window for like this first transfer window, just because I do want to get a feel for like the team as it is. But we'll be shaking and moving after the 2026 season for sure. I actually need to reset up the trainings. Oh, for Brazil? Yes. Serie B has 4 teams that get promoted, and Serie A gets 4 relegations on our side in Brazil. So, and the teams have already been determined. So it is Curitiba, Remo, Chapecoense, and I believe it was Atlético Paranaense was coming back as well. Let me triple check that. Yeah, Curitiba, Atlético Paranaense, Chapecoense, and then Remo up north. Criciúma and Goiás miss out by a single point on that 4th spot. Grêmio Novo Horizontino by 2 points, but like that's their fault. They decided to like draw draw 3 and lose 1 out of their last 5 when they had that 4th place pretty much sealed for most of the season. Yeah, Hamu, they're up north over in Belém, but they are one of the oldest clubs in the country. Hamu and Paysandu have arguably one of the biggest derbies in the entirety of Brazil that doesn't get talked about as often as it should. Like, they meet a lot in their state competitions, and it's incredible. Like, the tifos that their fans will make for each of those derbies, the hip-hop, are dope. Legitimately, it's one of the games I want to go to see for myself, like, live in my lifetime before I kick the bucket. So okay, so we'll go with a 2-game schedule here. Yeah, the Paraense over, yeah, in that area there in Pará. The northern states don't get as much representation, unfortunately, in the Campeonato Brasileiro, just because it tends to be very south or dominated in terms of the league and whatnot. So, all right. So that said, we've got Santos next. Right, saved, ready. Paysandu, they got relegated to Serie C. They had a rough season this year, so they're heading down to the 3rd tier. Okay. This has gone on a little bit longer than I expected, so something's going to happen in this opening highlight. Piqueires and Igor Vinicius fighting for the ball here. João Basso gets it over to Souza. Victor Hugo tries, nope, GI with the interception here. Gustavo Gomes, GI. Goes over to Mauricio. Aníbal Moreno, Andreas Pereira. Flaco Lopes, Paulinho. Goes to Flaco, has a chance. 1 minute in, and it's 1-0. Let's go. First shot of the match to being a goal. Love to see it. MSA, you just mentioned that like a couple minutes ago. I did see it, and you have the pun with it as well. Flaco Vitor, Andreas Pereira, and that's his first of the season. There we go. Neymar on the corner here for Santos. Sends it to the far post. and Basso sends it out of bounds here. So it's a goal kick. Everton to take that. Goes to Mikael. Piqueires. Mikael. Over to Piqueires. Back to Mikael. Over to Everton. Was not bald enough, right? In this, but again, I tallied that to FM being FM. Gomez with a good interception there. Gi running it down the right hand side here, has some space to work with, gets to Victor Hockey. There we go. And just like in real life, the Santos defense is trash. Let's go. Gi, Mauricio, Paulinho. Oh, that could have been 4-0. That's a shame. Vitor Hockey almost gets a second with that. But good chances all around. Paulinho's being incredible as a facilitator from the left-hand side here. Andreas Beheda on the corner. Recovers it. Piqueires. Gustavo Gomes. Gi. From distance, he takes a shot at it and just almost gets that to go through himself. Paulinho loses it to Morelos, who does have it in the box. Igor Vinicius. William Arão, shot gets blocked. Flaco. Right. We do recover it. Santos does regain it back in the midfield here. Morelos gets through the defense and somehow misses that completely. That should have been a goal for them. Not going to lie. But Andreas Beheda on the corner again. Is just not finding any. Look, I need to probably add more corner routines just so there's more variation. But it hit somebody's hand. It was a handball that went for a penalty kick, I guess. So Piqueires is there to take it. Joaquim Piqueires makes it 4-0. Wonderful. That's as dominant of a first half as I can ask for. Flaco Lopez, great interception there. They might be going for 5 here. Flaco tripped in the box. No penalty called this time around, and that's a possible counterattack for Santos. No, it's not. Never mind. Or it is. It just took him a second to get that figured out. But Weverton snuffs that. Jai Andres Flaco finds Piqueires on the left-hand side, and that's going to be the half here. As dominant of a first half as you can ask for, goals from Flaco Lopez, Andreas Beheda, Vitor Hockey, and Joaquim Piqueires. Andreas Beheda, Mauricio, Yeah, the coordination there was bad from everybody involved. That's a counterattack for Santos. Victor Hugo whiffs on that completely. All right, well, we got bailed out massively here. Chiquinho Suarez with the recovery, and then he scores it. Santos, at the very least, are not allowing themselves to be blanked out like previous teams we played, so good for them. Gustavo Gomes, Agustin Gi, bad pass from Gi there. Weverton with a huge save on that. Mikael's on a yellow, so well, this is annoying. Right, Piquedes, we're going to move you up center. I apologize. We have to. I just don't want to risk somebody getting sent off. For Mauricio, we'll have Alan come in. And then Vega in as well. Andreas Pereira, Paulinho, Flaco. I'm not sure why Alan didn't react to that pass properly here. That's pretty brutal. Unfortunate to give that away like that. Okay, Vega, Gi, Gomes, Piqueres, Jafitin. Crosses it. Gi there on the other side. Finds Vitor Hockey. Back to Gi. And Andreas Pereira gets the second of the game. Alright, well, that's a dagger on things here. Neymar having a terrible game. I love this for me, specifically. Great work by everybody involved. Yeah, it was a dominant first half, and then we kind of let off the gas a little bit for taking Suarez to score twice, but we still won. That's the important bit here, especially in the derby game. Right, so we got San Bernardo next. Okay, our Copa do Brasil list has been submitted. actually. Yeah. Okay, Murilo's at the very least. He is on the mend, like recovery wise, to where I am willing to at least keep him on the bench in case we need to put somebody in center back wise in case of emergency. Alright, so. Kelvin starting this one as well, just for rotation purposes. And Emiliano Martinez over Torres. Since we got enough attacking midfielders in. And Carlos Miguel for this one. All right, we are at San Bernardo for this one as well, so. Kelvin, Mikael, Andreas Bejeira, Alan, Kelvin, Lucas Evangelista goes low on the shot, forces Alex Alves to save that sort of cross pass for a corner. Okay, Jafité here. Léo Duarte, Rodolfo. Jafité with a good takeaway. Andreas Pereira. Luigi. Kelvin. Alan. He takes the shot himself, forces a corner kick. Again, no, it's a rotated side, but we should be like have at least one goal on these guys at this point. Come on now. Yikes. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. It's just not clicking with some of the depth guys at all. Okay, corner kick here. Vega. That should have been 1-1, but what a save from their keeper. Giai. Gomez. Evangelista. Vega. Okay, guys, we're back in positions now. Let's build something, please. Why are we going back? Please. Guys, like... Okay, this is a little better. A little more promising. Giai. We can do this. I know we can do this. Paulinho. Great dribble. Too wide. Oh, he did everything perfect until the end. Hockey, what a series of passes here, Mauricio. Oh, God damn it.
Why are you fucking with me? Why are you fucking with me? Why are you fucking with me? Huh? Get the fuck back to work!
The refs are fucking on me. The refs are in fact fucking on me. Okay, I knew he was offside on that one, but still. Paulinho, please. Fuck. Their keeper suddenly turned into prime Neuer. Okay, come on. Vega. Mikael, recover it. Paulinho. Gomes. Yeah, we got a filmed big time. Brutal result. Thankfully, we've beaten like our main rivals at this point to where like we're fine points wise, but that's a brutal loss to take. Alright, that said, let me take a look at the time here, because we've been going for about 3 hours at this point, surprisingly enough. And I do have to work on a couple of things here offline for the channel, as well as real life related. So what we're going to do in this case, I believe with this next game against Inter de Limeira, our next couple of games are all Campeonato Paulista related. So I think, yeah, we'll do these next stream and then finish out the Campeonato Brasileiro plus start playing the Copa Libertadores games on our next stream before we get the regular Brasileirão season kicked off in full. So, yeah. But good first stream. Majority of it were wins, a draw and a loss. I think, like, we're doing well for 8 games into it. 6 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. Yeah, we're doing just fine. So, that said, let me see if I can find somebody for us to go over to and say hello. Over on the YouTube side, you guys take care of yourselves. I will see you all next time.